personally don't want to see our troops go back into combat.
They served during the war in Iraq. Now Central Indiana veterans are watching closely as the U.S. launches new airstrikes in that country. All due at 5:30, one of those veterans opens up about his deployment to Iraq and shares his concerns about the U.S. getting involved again. Our TV6 reporter Chance Walser brings us his unique perspective.
Jeff Wells' fighting days in Iraq are several years behind him now, but needless to say, he is keeping a close eye from Indianapolis on these most recent airstrikes. Today, Jeff Wells is bowling and talking to media, raising money for a group he founded called Wish for Our Heroes.
We help military families that are struggling with hardships, things like food, shelter, transportation, child needs.
In 2004, Wells was stationed in Iraq, conducting dangerous security patrols in Baghdad.
I lost a third of my platoon over there, either killed or wounded to the point that they had to come home.
The weight of that loss makes it difficult for Jeff to support future U.S. military involvement.
We're obviously torn because we put so much time and effort and blood into that country, and so you don't want to see it fall back into, a bad situation. But by the same token, we don't want to put any more troops in harm's way either.
Jeff is watching concerned as military planes drop bombs on Islamic militants while sending food and water to religious minorities. He hopes President Obama's next move doesn't put combat troops on the ground.
I personally don't want to see any more of our men and women in harm's way. We've already done enough there personally, and hopefully we're going to be able to help the airstrikes and the strategy that we have in place. But they're ultimately going to have to stand up and be responsible for their own security.
Just one veteran's opinion on what has so many Americans concerned tonight. Chance Walser, RTV6.
You may recall that U.S. combat troops withdrew from Iraq in late 2011 after nearly a decade of fighting. President Obama says he will not allow this week's military involvement to turn into another war in Iraq.